Today, we'll be presenting about HACCP, which stands for Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Point. So, do you know what is HACCP? HACCP is a systematic, scientific and rational approach to food safety that helps to identify potential hazards and implement controls to minimize or eliminate them, starting from raw materials production, procurement and handling, to manufacturing, distribution and consumption of the finished products. There are three main types of hazards in HACCP. For the first one is biological hazards, which include bacteria, viruses or parasites. For example, Salmonella or E. coli. Second, chemical hazards that include cleaning agents, pesticides or excessive food additives. Then, for the last one is physical hazards. These include foreign objects such as glass, metal or plastics that may accidentally get into the food during processing.
Now, I will be explaining about the 7 principles of HACCP. The first principle is conduct a hazard analysis. This first step is to identify the potential hazard that could occur during a food processing. This hazard can be either biological, such as bacteria and virus, chemical like a cleaning agent, and physical, such as glass and metal. The second principle is to determine the critical control point or CCP. During this step, we're going to either eliminate, prevent, or reduce a hazard to a safe level. For example, we have cooking is a critical control point because it can eliminate all the harmful bacteria. Identifying critical control point will help us focus on the most important step for the food safety. The third principle is to establish critical limit. A critical limit must be a clear, measurable value that must be met to ensure safety. For example, critical limit is cooking chicken is a minimum temperature of 75 degrees Celsius, which is high enough to kill a bacteria such as Salmonella. The fourth principle is monitoring procedure. During this procedure, we're going to monitor the process to make sure everything is under control. Principle number 5. Establish corrective action. This step is important to ensure the unsafe product do not reach the consumer. Number 6 is verification procedure. Verification makes sure the entire HACCP system is actually working. This includes reviewing records, calibrating equipment, doing a lab test, or conducting internal audit. And lastly, record keeping and documentation procedure. The final principle is to keep an accurate and organized record. This will include the log of monitoring, corrective action, and verification activities. Together with the 7 principles, it can help us to ensure that all the food that we have been produced is safe to be consumed by a person.
Now, let's talk about why HACCP is so important in the food industry. First and most importantly, HACCP helps prevent foodborne illness by identifying hazard early and putting control measures in place. We can stop bacteria, chemicals or foreign objects from contaminating food. This is crucial because food poisoning can lead to serious health problems and even death in extreme cases. Secondly, HACCP ensures the food is not only safe but also high quality. It helps maintain consistency during food production by monitoring each critical step, like cooking, cooling, or packaging, to make sure everything is done properly so the final product tastes good and is safe to eat. Another major benefit is that it builds consumer confidence. When customers know that a company follows HACCP procedure, they feel more secure about the food they are eating. It shows that the company cares about their health and commit to safety. Lastly, implementing HACCP can reduce the risk of food recalls and regular issues. If a company fails to control hazards, it could lead to contaminated product reaching the market that can result in expensive recalls, customers complaint, or even lawsuits, which with HACCP problem can be caught early before they become serious. So overall, HACCP isn't just a safety tool, it's also a smart business decision that protects both customer and food companies.
Now let's look at how HACCP is applied in real-life situations across the different industries. First, fast food chain. For example, McDonald's. HACCP system used to monitor burger cooking temperature and prevent undercooked meat from reaching customers. This ensures both safety and consistency in their product. Second, we have dairy industry. In the dairy sector, HACCP help ensure that milk is pasteurized at the correct temperature. This process eliminates harmful bacteria and ensure the milk is safe for consumption. Third, we have catering service. Catering companies use HACCP to control food storage temperature. This is crucial for preventing food spoilage and keeping meals safe until they are served. And lastly is airline meal production. Airline apply HACCP to guarantee that meal remains safe during transport and reheating. This is especially important since meals are often prepared in advance and served at high altitude.
HAZIQ is an essential system that safeguards food safety by identifying, controlling, and preventing potential hazards throughout the food production process. Through its 7 core principles, it ensures food remains safe, high quality, and consistent from farm to table. Its widespread application across industries from fast food to airline catering proves its effectiveness in reducing foodborne risks, protecting consumers, and strengthening trust in the food we eat. Embracing HAZIQ is not just a regulatory measure, but a proactive commitment to health, quality, and responsibility in the food industry.